What I'm saying here is this is the thing that you hear people say, don't squat below parallel because it's bad for your knees. It meets all these classifications. It's an external party that's telling you that. It's strong and rigid. It's absolutist. Don't squat below parallel. It's bad for your knees. Absolutist language. They're not saying, well, you could squat below parallel if. They don't have an if. You just don't do it. It's an artificial training restriction. There's no reason why somebody should do that or have to do that. And they're not supporting it with either evidence or a biomechanical analysis to say, don't squat below parallel because when you do this, this happens. Clinician-induced nocebo, likely second only to diagnostic terminology without patient education. So whenever a clinician does this, this is likely the second worst thing that clinicians do on a regular basis whenever it comes to inducing a harm with a patient. And this is just my own interpretation of after a couple of years of clinical practice, that I think that we construct these training barriers for people, and that's the second worst thing we do. The worst thing that we do is that we use scary diagnostic language. And scary diagnostic language that makes somebody want to go home and Google that is likely a bigger issue. But second, really only to that would be us inducing a training restriction on somebody. Don't squat because it will destroy your knees. Is there really any evidence to say that? No, it's artificial. It came from a clinician. It was an external source. It's dogmatic. It's absolutist. Probably need to tweak this definition, but this is how I see it. And we see that it's externally produced. Other individuals induce this on us, but it's internally sought. People want to know this information. They want you to put this training barrier on them, which is why people come into my office, and one of the most common questions I get asked is, Major Morris, Dr. Morris, whatever, what can I not do? I'd like to answer, I don't know. You tell me. It's not for me to determine.